Good morning, class. This is the first page you should get when you jump into Autodesk Fusion. Ideally, you'll be logged in, I believe. And a couple of quick setups we're going to do before we get deep into it. First, we're going to take a look at our default units here, and you can see default units are set to millimeters. We're going to leave that set to millimeters. That's kind of the normal default. When we get to navigate and view, we can maneuver the model using familiar controls. Now, since all of you have done our first level of 3D printing class, we use Tinkercad. We're going to go ahead and use Tinkercad as our familiar control setup. That way we can still pan. That's where we click on the center mouse and drag it. We can move it around. Zoom in using the scroll wheel, orbit using right click, and then we can get a marking menu up if we hit shift and right click. The third part we're going to do is the tutorials, and I'm not going to run through all of them, but when you click on start here, you'll get a pop-up screen. The pop-up screen will take you to self-paced learning. You may have to do a little bit of a sign in here, but you can see there's a couple of different aspects here. And so as we're doing our design work, we're going to for sure start with an introduction to Fusion, getting started on how Fusion works. When I click on that, you can see there's 13 items, and I'm going to hit view on the first one. It's going to give me a sign-in pop-up. I'll use that sign-in pop-up to go ahead and sign in. Should be able to use your school credentials to do this. And so we're going to follow this curriculum to help us get a start on how to use Fusion best. The hyperlink and the YouTube videos I sent you guys are probably very useful. However, this was created by Autodesk for Fusion, and so it's going to probably have a little more of the detail. So we're going to take some time, and you can see here there's some bullet points here that are locked out here, these tags inside the video. And as we watch and work through these, we'll keep learning more and more about how Fusion works, and you'll just get a better understanding. Otherwise, the tutorial that I sent you gives you kind of an overview look, but this will give you kind of the behind the scenes. So we'll be using this in our class, and we'll talk more about how we use it when we get back together.